Good morning, church family. Sue Buckwalter here. I'm here to do an object talk for the children. And again, as you well know, this is for adults as well. So see what the Lord is trying to teach you through this lesson today. So today's lesson is going to be about faithfulness and friendship as well. So today I want to start by talking about showing faithfulness means being a good friend in good times and bad times. Let's find out how one man showed faithfulness to a group of people that would be a little difficult. Now, before I start my lesson, I want you to think about in your head, who is your best friend? I bet it doesn't take you long at all. You can probably think of that person right now. Who's your best friend in life? Now think about this question. Who are some other people that you are friends with, maybe not super close, but they're good friends, and maybe you don't see them very often, but as soon as you do see that friend, you can pick up right where you left off, right? Okay, so think about those people in your head while I'm doing this lesson, okay? So as you can see right in front of me, I have this big sleeping bag, don't I? Right? Well, this sleeping bag reminds me of something special kids do with friends. They have sleepovers at their houses, don't they? When I was a kid growing up, I went to my best friend Cindy's house all the time, and we stayed the night at each other's houses, and we used to play together and stay up late and just had a blast, right? Well, this was because Cindy and I had a really close friendship. We had a lot in common, didn't we? Think about your best friend and what you have in common with your best friend. Now, I want to tell you a story about a man. His name was David Zeisberger, and he was someone from the 1800s. Now, that's a really long time ago, right? Well, he had a friendship with a group of people that wouldn't have been someone typical. You see, David Zeisberger was a white man, and he felt like he needed to become friends with the Iroquois Indians, which is a Native American tribe. Now, back in the 1800s, white people and Native American people did not get along so well, and that's because Native American people were being kicked off of their land, and they felt like white people were always cheating them of their land. Well, David Zeisberger decided to go live with the Iroquois. Instead of living with his own white people, he went and lived with the Iroquois. He helped them build towns and homes, and he didn't go in trying to change them, but he went in to show them the love of Jesus. And so through his life and his actions, he made friendship with the Native American tribe, the Iroquois, and he started making a difference in their lives. Even though that friendship would have been very unlikely, they weren't the same nationality necessarily. And so it was very difficult for them to start building a friendship. But David worked really hard, and he was a missionary to these people, the Iroquois. And some people from David's church started asking if they could come and start ministering to the Iroquois and become friends with them as well. But the Iroquois held back a little bit, but because of their friendship with David Zeisberger, they decided to let some of those people come in and also become a witness to them. And so through David Zeisberger, a lot of Iroquois people learned to know who Jesus was, and they learned about the love of Jesus through this man's life. Now, I want to give you our Bible verse. It's Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times. Now, sometimes I'm sure it was hard for David Zeisberger to keep loving at all times, because I'm sure that it wasn't always smooth sailing. And there was a time when David Zeisberger actually was put in jail because of his friendship with the Iroquois Indians. He didn't follow what he was supposed to, according to the time frame back then. He was put in jail. But he stayed friends with the Iroquois Indians, even in hard times. So I want you now to think about those people. We talked about it at the beginning of this. Who are some of your friends that came to your mind? How can you show friendship to them this week? Maybe it's somebody you haven't talked to for a while. Maybe you can make a phone call or send a letter to them, or whatever comes to mind for you. But think about your friendships that you were thinking about at the beginning, and remember that Bible verse, a friend loves at all times, good times or bad times. All right, see you later, church family. Goodbye.